welcome back to Twisted Stitches. My name is Tammy. How is everybody doing on this Friday, March 5th, 2021? Oh my gosh, guys, March 5th. We're flying. So today I have a little something different going on. Today I am not showcasing, like show and telling anything today at all. I'm going to give you guys some verbal updates today, and we're also just going to have a little bit of a chat. This is probably going to be one of my shortest podcasts, chats with you guys in a really long time. So if you love short chats, well, I'm glad you're here and you can enjoy a short chat with me. If you miss the longer chats, hopefully next week we'll be back to kind of a normal thing. So this week, it has been a pretty good week. Now we are in our basic, I will call it the beginning of springtime pattern here in Florida. I know it's kind of like weird weather. I know a lot of people up north look at Florida weather and you see temperatures, 82, 85, whatever. But that's like for one day. So the way it works is like this week in particular, Sunday was kind of hot. It wasn't humid, but it was kind of hot. And it was, I think it got up to 83 degrees. Nice day. Okay, I'm not complaining. It was a nice day. I enjoyed my day. Actually got a little bit of sunburn. I don't know. Let's see. Can you see my farmer's tan there? That's gorgeous, huh? Like my farmer's tan. That's because I went for a ride on Sunday. So even though I put sunblock on, the sun was still beating really badly. With my helmet on, I don't get as much on my face. I put the sunblock on, put my helmet on. I don't get as much on my face. So Monday I woke up and it was warm still, but it was muggier because a cold front was starting to come through. And then Tuesday it rained, and then it was cool but muggy, but like wet cool, if that makes sense. And then Wednesday, we went from 82, 83, 84, around those temperatures, to on Wednesday, I woke up, walked out the door, and it was a high of like 60. So it was chilly, and that was it. And then it dropped that evening. It actually got down to 47 here by me, which is cold, especially when you were just 83, and then all of a sudden you're at 47. Yeah, it's the wacky weather season. That's the way it's going to be. Today here in Florida, today's Friday, today here in Florida, it was probably about 78 degrees. It was a nice day. It wasn't humid, but tomorrow, Saturday, is supposed to rain like all day because we have a cold front coming, and tomorrow's high is only supposed to be like 70 degrees, and it's supposed to rain, 90% chance of rain. Blech. So tomorrow is definitely. So yeah, and then it's going to be cool for a couple days, and then it gets hot again, and then it gets muggy, and then it rains, and then it gets cool again. So that's the pattern here in the springtime for Florida. We don't have many days in a row of cool days. We kind of like bounce up and down. This is when I usually catch some kind of like little sinus type cold and sometimes even lose my voice. So hopefully I won't this year, but that's usually when it happens, is with the fluctuating temperatures like that. So how has everything been going by you guys? I hope everybody is doing okay. So today, what are we going to talk about? If I have nothing to show and tell, well, I do have some things to tell. I'm not showing because I asked you last week, should I do a big reveal for Riley's blanket, or should I still show you guys how it's coming along with the grays? Now, a couple of you guys did say you'd like to see how it's going along with the grays. I may put a sneaky peek on my Instagram. Not the full thing of what you see, but like maybe a little section of it so you can see how it's working up. This week here, I got 12 rows done of the grays, like the graduating grays. And then guess what I found out? Remember I showed you how, let me see, I still have this in here. This here was the ombre life. Well, thankfully I still have 2 more of these because one you know, each one of those little ones, I weighed them and they weighed 11.2-ish to 11.5 grams. So each one of those balls only did 2 rows. So when I measured how much I had after I went through the whole entire ombreing from the darkest to the lightest. And then when I got there, I measured it, and I need to go now from the lightest to the darkest, and obviously I need more to finish the ombreing, but I need more yarn. So I'm going to be doing that this weekend. I'm going to be getting out another one of these, which I think I put them away. So that means I got to dig through again and find them. It's not over here. This is just my little mess that I got going. I do have another shelving unit, but I haven't put it up yet because I have to make some more room in here. And I do have some totes with some yarn in it. And yeah, so I'm gonna have to pull up that tote and get some more of that. I think one more of the cakes done should be plenty, because when I measured my 12 rows, I had approximately 6 inches, maybe a little bit more. It was about 6 inches-ish. So that means when I'm finished ombreing with the grays, I'll have 12-ish inches, which that's what I need. Remember, I said I needed at least 10 more inches to make the square, to make the blanket more, you know, 40 inches wide by at least 40 inches long to make a square. And it looks like I may have a couple extra inches, which is good. I'm fine. I'm happier that way. Yay. So that's what's going on with that. I did do another 14 rows on my knitted blanket, the habitation throw that I'm working on. Yay. And it's going along pretty good. I did have a little glitch. I'll talk about that some other time. When I have a little bit more worked on it, I'll show it, and I'll talk about it at another time. But it's fine. I'm not worried about it. Most people won't even know, except for people who are making it with me, who are way more advanced knitters than I am. But it's fine. I'm actually doing the repeats now, where I just continuously repeat until I've used up like a big portion of my yarn. So that's what's been going on this week. I didn't do as much crocheting as I wanted to, because with this weather, my arthritis has kicked in, and my hands, my wrists, and my shoulders have been hurting. My body's been hurting, but I've been having a lot more discomfort. It's painful, but it's more discomfort than anything. And it's just, nothing seems to really make it feel better. So I didn't crochet and or knit as much. You know, I made sure I split it up. I only worked a little bit of time. I took about 4 days or 4 evenings out of my week to work on crochet and the knitting project. What else do I got to talk to you guys about? So first thing that I want to talk about is, for those of you, there are some of you that know, but this month is my birthday month. And actually my birthday is coming up really, really, really soon. So when I was thinking about that, I was like, oh yeah, you know, that it's cool. I don't care who knows really when my birthday is. You know, it's coming up in a couple days, guys. That's all I can tell you. And I am a Pisces. So my fellow Pisces brothers and sisters out there, happy birthday to you guys. So what I wanted to do is, when I was thinking about this, I was like, you know what? I should do birthday shout outs once a month. So at the end of the month, the very last, you know, like podcast day or something like that of the month, March 26th will be the last day in March that I'll film a podcast. So that means April 2nd will be my next podcast. So what I would like to do is do shout outs, birthday shout outs. And we'll only take 5-7-ish minutes or so to do the birthday shout outs. So if you guys have a birthday coming up, and if you guys have a birthday coming up on March 26th, did I say the 26th? Y'all know what I'm talking about. So in March, I'll let you guys know that day. Yeah, I want you guys to leave in the comment section who you want me to leave a birthday shout out for April. So whoever is in April, I will shout out your guy's name. So I'll be doing that. So be prepared for that. But what I want to do is I want to catch up a little bit because I am behind, because the brain should have thought about this in December, but it didn't. So I'm sorry. So all of you who've already had a January birthday and a February birthday, and for those of you who are March birthdays, like myself, please leave a comment in the comment section. For next week, I will do the shout outs for January, February, and March, okay? I have a few birthdays. Now, I am not going to give their actual dates because I don't know if they want everybody knowing exactly what date. I'm just going to let you know who had a birthday month in January and who had a birthday month in February and who has a birthday month in March. So we will start with January. Now, these are people that in the YouTube community. Now, that's all. I don't know. Like, you know, I'm not real good with remembering birthdays unless somebody tells me and I write it down. That's how I'll remember. Okay, guys? So forgive me if I don't know your guys' birthday just off the top of my head. I'm sorry. I'm terrible with it. I'm terrible with remembering dates and all that stuff. And I have there's a lot of people. So in January, Miss Erica Taylor from Froggy Day Crochet, January was her birthday month. Happy birthday, Erica. In February, we had Rosalie Wright from Yarn It Out, Madonna Ballard, Tracy Stubbs from Crochet Rocks, Jax Wood from Creations by Jax, and Gina Kennedy from Crafty Grandma Gina. So happy February birthday to you guys. I hope you guys for January and February had an awesome birthday. And so now for March, there's me. So happy birthday to me. Anna Pace with Anna's Crafty Amour. Dee Thompson with Knit, Pearl, and Squirrel with Granny D. We've got Kiko Sevilla, if I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, I'm sorry. Her channel is called Mimosa Kagiami Crochet. Sorry if I butchered that. I'm really sorry. We have Natalie from Natalie's Closet. We have Pamela Barton from Pamela's Adoring Crochet. And we have Neva from Manic Mama's Creations. So that is the people that I know of. So if you guys have some people that you want me to give birthday shout outs to, let me know in the comment section and I will be happy to do that next week. No problem. And like I said, the end of every month, I will remind you guys to leave me birthdays and people you want me to shout out for the very first week. My very first podcast, my very first Friday podcast in the new month, I will shout out birthday wishes. Okay, guys? So I thought it would be kind of fun. I cannot keep up with all those birthday cards, so I want to wish people happy birthday this way. And also, if you would like, I will also post it in my Facebook group. So if you guys want it listed, I will post it in my Facebook group and I will give a shout out on here. So this week, I did have a couple of packages come to my post office. So one of them is, well, I'm going to call them both happy mail. So yay, I got some happy mail and it does make you happy. You know that. So the first thing that came in the mail that is yay is right here in this box. Look at this size box that it was sent in, guys. Do you want to see what's in here? Do you want to see? You ready? That's what was in here. I got my hook. It did come. This is the hook that I was talking to you guys about. Now, I haven't opened it and tried it out. Hopefully, everything's fine. I'll let you guys know next week if there's something wrong with this one. I hope not. I hope it's not some kind of 5.5 size eye hook glitch. Now, I know they had asked me to send it back. I'm guessing I got to send it back in this box. There is some packaging information down here. I haven't pulled it apart and did anything. I'll let you know next week exactly what they wanted me to do. So I gotta send the old hook back. So, and they said it was gonna be postage paid. And if it's not, I'm gonna be on the phone with them and saying, look, I don't mind sending it back, but you gotta send me a return envelope because I'm not paying to send out, not with the cost of mailing things out now. Whew, no way. So that was yay. And then I opened it already because, but I was like, why did I get something in the mail from this person? And I was scratching my head. I just could not figure it out. So I had to open it. So, I mean, I don't know. And so when I opened it and I saw this, everything clicked. Now I got, congratulations, you are a winner. Enjoy your prize. Reggie at J Hook Crochet. So I was like, oh yeah, I remember. During one of her lives, she had a, like, I forget what it was. It was like a quiz, a trivia game. And she asked a question and I answered it first. Now, we know that Reggie, she's in Germany, and overseas mail is like mud slow. You might as well put it on a pigeon carrier and let them fly across the Atlantic to dump the mail in, New York City Harbor or something. And then somebody will finally come along and maybe scoop it up with a net eventually, and maybe yours won't get lost out in sea. I don't know, because that's what it seems like for mail nowadays. I know there's stuff going on, but whew, the mail is super slow. So I opened it up and there was this lovely little notions pouch from Darn Good Yarns. And then I remembered winning the prize. And then there was this. This is the yarn that I won from Reggie. Thank you, Reggie. So this yarn I would consider more of like a novelty type yarn. It's kind of like a roving type style. It's not really spun really tightly, but you know what's unique about this? This yarn is made from banana fibers. Yes, banana fibers. So let me just put on my glasses real quick and I will read to you what's on the label. So this states, be a connoisseur of new crafts and mediums from around the world because life's too short to make boring projects. Get started today. They have, this is for Darn Good Yarns. This is like a promotional, thing for Darn Good Yarns. So this says, get started today. Join our limited $10 yarn of the month box. This is be artsy, interesting, and creatively empowered. Darn Good Yarns is here to help. We support sustainable and fair jobs around the globe through ethical sourcing so you can never be bored with your crafting again. Don't put up with mainstream ho-hum materials that are uninspired and aren't that great for the earth. We focus on eco-friendly products that use reclaimed and recycled materials. Because of Darn Good Yarners like you, we've saved and repurposed 1 million pounds of materials and turned it into super unique yarns like the one you are holding. So this states it is banana fiber yarn. It is called Kaleidoscope. This states it's a 4 weights. And it's 100 grams, 30 yards. So 100 grams is not 30 yards. So I would say that this would be, it is roving. So some parts are thicker and some parts are thinner. So like this is a thicker, this here is a thicker part to this. And let me see if I can see some thinner areas here. This is about as thin as it goes. This is about as thin as I see it. So that's kind of like a 4. But there are like little slubs in here and stuff like that. So I would say it's between a 4 and a 6 in certain spots. So it's a roving style type yarn. And it states that for needles, for knitting needles is 4.5 to 5.5 millimeters. A US size 7 to 9. And then hook size, 5.5 to 6.5 millimeter, either an I9 or a K10. I don't know. I don't know exactly what I may make out of this. I'm not really sure at all. It feels kind of like, it kind of has, it's like a sleek feel. You know, there's like sleek, shiny feel to it, but it feels more like cord. Does that make sense? It feels like a sleek cord material. So I'm not really sure what to make out of this yet. If you guys have any suggestions, or you can think about, or if there's something that you've seen using yarn similar to this, let me know in the comment section. I'd appreciate it very much. So that is what I got this week for Happy Mail. So yay. So it was a Happy Mail week and I love it. Thank you, Reggie, for sending this to me. And thank you, Clover, for sending my hook. And so thank you guys. Thank you, Reggie. Love you, girl. So now I want to know some things about you guys. Y'all always know what's on my hook or on my needles or whatever's going on around here. What are you guys up to? What are you guys crocheting? Are you knitting? Are you painting? Are you making jewelry? Are you doing dishes? Are you babysitting your kids or your grandkids? Are you homeschooling? Are you working from home and you don't have any time to do extracurricular activities at this moment? Are you a gardener? Do you have flowers or vegetables that you're doing? So what I'd like you to do is leave me a comment in the comment section, what you're working on. I would love to hear about what you guys are working on for a change. And also, please leave me pictures in my Facebook group. Now, in my description box has a link to my Facebook group, and I will try to be very vigilant on it. So if you're not a member, I will make sure I click you in. The only thing I ask is, hey, this is I want it to be a very happy, safe place for everybody to go. I don't want no weird stuff going on. I don't want no arguments. I want everybody to be nice to each other and supportive of each other, and no political stuff, none of that stuff. We don't do that in there. This is solely for, I don't care, like I said, if you're a gardener, if you are a painter, if you make jewelry, if you sew, sew, quilting, knitting. If you're a musician, leave me a little tiny video snippet of what you're working on. Let me know, okay? So I want to see in my Facebook group what you guys are working on, and let me know in the comment section what you guys are working on. I am super excited to read the comments this week, and I'm super excited for everything. So I hope it'll be fun for you guys because it's super fun for me. So that's everything, guys. This was the short little chat that I had to talk to you guys about. Next week, I have a question for you guys, and I want you to think about this, a little bit of homework. So next week, during my podcast, I want to talk a little bit, take maybe 10 minutes or so out of the podcast for what's your ride or die type things, like stuff like you're stuck on a deserted island and not essentials. I'm talking about something that you need to do for fun, whether it be reading or whatever. I want to know what your ride or dies are. So next week, we're going to be talking about ride or dies, okay? So, and I'll let you know, I'll show you a couple of my ride or dies that I like to grab for every time. So I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week. I hope it's a wonderful weekend for you guys. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay creative. I love you guys so much, and I'll be talking to you guys really soon. Take care. Bye.